What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So we are 2 weeks out from the Berlin Marathon and 5 weeks out from the Chicago Marathon, where I'll be going for a sub 240 marathon. This is gonna be my first big marathon workout of the prep. I've been training with the Runna app, and if you don't know what Runna is, it's basically this AI personalized coach on your phone. So obviously there are elements of a human coach that technology can never replace. However, this app is filled with so many great features. There's strength training, injury prevention, nutrition. It builds you an entire training program, whether you're training for a 5K up to a marathon, and it'll adapt with you as you progress through the program. It's really a great app, and for just 20 bucks a month, it's pretty incredible. So for today's workout, we have 19 miles total. We have a 4.5 mile easy warm up, and then we have 10 miles at marathon pace, which for me, to go sub 240, is gonna be 6:05 per mile. And then we have 4.5 mile easy cool down. Keep in mind, this is a marathon tempo workout, so we're gonna be kind of simulating what race day is gonna feel like. So as soon as I start that first warm-up mile, I'm gonna go all the way through to the last 19th mile without stopping. So start to finish, no stopping, 19 miles. I would be lying if I said I wasn't scared for this workout. It's the longest run I've done for a while, and 10 miles at 6:05 pace might actually kill me. So I don't know, I'm gonna give it my best shot. No clue if I can hold 6:05 for 10 miles, but we will find out here shortly. So for these big marathon workouts, nutrition and fueling is such a key component, and we gotta practice this during training. So this morning on my drive here to our running spot, I had a Morton Solid 160, and I had a Honey Plus gel, basically just like a little packet of honey, just to have some solid food in my stomach. And then in this bottle, I had a scoop of 2Before, which is great for blood flow, increasing performance. Also had a Morton Drink Mix 160, and then 2 scoops of Switchback electrolytes. I'm gonna finish this before we start the run. And then fueling for during the run, I've got like a little mini aid station set up here. So in this bottle, I will have a scoop of Switchback electrolytes, and then another Morton Drink Mix 160. I'll grab that maybe like halfway through the run, or just when I start to feel a little bit thirsty. And then for gels, I have a Morton Gel 160, Morton Calf 100. These precision nutrition gels that I've been trying out, and I've been loving these. So I like both gels, just kind of mixing it up. It's nice to have some variety in these longer runs like this. So gel every 30 minutes. I'll probably take it every 4 miles roughly. Shoes for today, we have the Puma Fast R3. I am very excited to test these out today. Earlier this year, we actually went out to the Puma headquarters in Boston, and I got to test them on the treadmill in the Puma lab before they were released. And they showed me that I think it was like 2.5% more efficient in these shoes versus it was the Nike Alpha Flies. These are probably the shoes I'm gonna wear. Definitely Berlin, and if it goes well, probably Chicago too, but Puma's not paying me or anything. I just think they're great shoes, and I'm very excited to put these to the test and see how they feel on the road.
Oh my God. Oh shit.
Now we fuel with half of our water gun. Morton Carb Mix 160. Today, we should be getting about 80 grams of carbs per hour. Good thing about electrolytes is you can kind of like load up beforehand. So I had a bunch of extra electrolytes yesterday, last night, had some more this morning. So that way we're already like topped up going into the workout. Enough yapping, let's get to running. I feel like for most of this series we've shot so far, I've done just a lot of talking about workouts and types of workouts, how to run faster, all this stuff. But I haven't done like a lot of big workouts. And so I'm very excited today to like put all that stuff to the test and put my money where my mouth is, I guess. Today's workout's gonna be a big one. Like I said, I don't feel a little nervous for it, but I think this workout will tell us a lot about my current fitness, if my legs are ready to go 26 miles. So we'll find out shortly. So after my 100 miler in July, I slightly tore my meniscus and wasn't able to run at all for about 3 weeks, and then had to just really slowly build everything back up. So the longest run I've done before this is just a 16-mile easy run. And obviously before a marathon, I recommend anybody, if you can, try and get in at least one 20-mile run, at least going for 2 to 3 hours. And obviously, if you can, give yourself a full like 12 to 16 weeks to build up the marathon volume. Fortunately, I already have a lot of fitness coming off of the 100-miler. Probably lost a little bit of that after being injured, but I had a good base to build off of, so I feel like I could ramp up a little quicker. Still only gonna be able to get in one like big long run before Berlin, but fortunately Berlin I'm just gonna be using as like a long, easy training run before Chicago. So I have 3 weeks after Berlin to recover, probably 1 to 2 more weeks of big training, and then we'll taper for Chicago. So not the most traditional marathon training plan, but the great thing with Runna is like it'll adapt with you. So you plug in like how many miles a week you want to run, or what you've been running, what you're like how intense you want to train, and it'll really adapt with you, which is really cool. So I feel like it does a great job of giving you just enough stimulus to build fitness, but not too much so that you don't overdo it and injure yourself. All right, 4.5 mile warm up complete. Now it's time to kick it into gear. Hit some 605s for 10 miles, 1 hour. We have 1 hour and 50 seconds of torture. And then we're done. Sorry to interrupt the workout. I just want to show you guys something that I've been trying lately. This is Zoe Daily 30 Plus, and this is a prebiotic that was developed by gut health scientists. This is basically a crunchy, colorful blend of herbs, seeds, seaweed, and even functional mushrooms that you can just sprinkle on top of the meals that you already eat, like yogurt, cereal, oatmeal, salads, whatever. I personally have just been taking a scoop and putting it into my protein yogurt every day. I personally and fortunately don't have a ton of gut health issues. However, I love that this doesn't really feel like a supplement. It's real food that you can see. It's not like a powder or something. As you guys know, gut health is so important for everyday life, for health, fitness, performance. So if you are a person who suffers from gut issues, I would highly recommend checking out Zoe. I think it's a great product. There's a link down in the description. There's also a QR code on the screen you can scan to go check it out. Get yourself 10% off with my code. All right, back to the video.
Crowd, I put in the work, I ain't breaking a sweat, I'm coming in first, yeah, I'm coming up next.
6.5 miles, feeling pretty good, we're on pace. Got about 21 minutes left. Just trying to turn my brain off, think about everything except for what I'm doing right now. Heating up, I never stop. That's it. 10 minutes. You can do anything for 10 minutes. Just pretending this is mile 25. Everything we've got. 8 more minutes.
Get on your feet.
shit. Oh man. Wow, that was hard. 10 miles, 6:04 per mile. I honestly had no confidence going into that. Didn't think I'd be able to do it, but I don't know. Sometimes you have a good day. So it's definitely a good day. It's definitely warm and humid, especially compared to what's gonna be in Chicago. I think it's like 75 degrees, humid out here. Yeah, this route is also like a little hilly, definitely hillier than Chicago will be. So big confidence boost today. We got 4.5 mile cool down and then we're done. But damn, that was hard. But I don't know, if you toe the line and attempt to do hard things, I think you can surprise yourself a lot. So if you have a big workout coming up or some hard thing that you're not sure if you can do, show up, give it your best, and I think you'll surprise yourself, because I definitely did today. So let's do this 4.5 mile cool down miles, whatever, and we'll see you back at the truck.
You're my hero, Jeremy.
19 miles in the books, 2 hours, 11 minutes, 6:53 average pace per mile for the whole workout. The important part is the 10-mile section in the middle. We had 6:04 per mile. I'm so freaking happy with that. All right, opening up the Run It app so we can get our workout linked. We're gonna link activity, 19-mile workout. Well done, Jeremy. Thank you, Run It. One of the cool things with Run It is it has this like AI coaching feature. After every workout, it analyzes it with like the AI coach, and it basically gives you this like breakdown of how you went through the workout and how you performed. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. You can read it if you want to. But basically it's just telling me that we freaking crushed the workout. It then gives you some tips on like what is coming up. And it's like almost having a real freaking coach. It's pretty dang cool. And then again, it's gonna take that workout based on how we performed and kind of slowly adjust the workouts going forward. So big workout today. Again, a huge confidence boost. We're just gonna keep building, stacking one workout at a time, doing whatever Run is telling us to do, because apparently it's working. Also, I love these Puma shoes. These shoes are just very bouncy. They're so light, like you kind of just forget they're even on your feet. I'm happy with how today went. Hopefully you guys got something out of this video. If you're training for a marathon, a half marathon, whatever, this is one of the best workouts you can incorporate. This long, sustained tempo type effort. This is honestly one of the best workouts to predict your marathon pace and your marathon effort. So highly recommend incorporating a workout similar to this. Doesn't have to be quite at this volume, but it's a good one. It's challenging mentally, physically, and that's what it's all about. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next episode as we keep building towards this 239.